Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Lam here. In today's Fuji Friday, I definitely have some news bits to go over, so let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that I want to talk about is from FujiRumors.com. They're confirming that the successor to the X100F isn't going to be coming out this year. Instead, it'll be coming out in 2020, and there's also rumors that it's going to be coming out with a new lens to better take advantage of the new sensor technology that we're getting right now. That's really good news for the fans of the X100F, which is a lot of hardcore photographers within the Fuji community. I really do like the camera design, it just doesn't fit my usage. This kind of makes sense because the X Pro 3 is scheduled to come out later this year, and we are already halfway through the year, so there's really not a whole lot of time for camera releases, and we have Christmas to spool up for. One thing that I am hoping for is that either the X Pro 3 or the X100F, one of those bodies will have the in-body stabilized sensor, which is probably something that the photographers are really looking for. I've heard a lot of great news about the XH1 and photography. A lot of people really like to be able to stabilize their prime lenses, giving them a whole lot more flexibility. So hopefully either the X Pro 3 or the successor to the 100F will have an in-body stabilized sensor that would be really great for the photographers out there. The next news bit that I want to talk about is actually an article written about battery technology for the Fujifilm systems. And when I'm talking about an article, I'm talking about like research paper grade. There's just a ton of information in there. It's well worth a read if you want to learn about the technology that goes into powering our Fujifilm cameras. And it definitely helps you if you're interested in buying third-party batteries, because it does give some recommendations and the reason why the Fujifilm batteries are so good. The item that I want to talk about from this article is actually about the battery charging, because we all have these brick battery chargers, but a lot of us use these USB chargers because they're just significantly more convenient. A lot of us have battery banks nowadays that charges our batteries, and these things are kind of big and cumbersome. But one thing that it did say, and it actually interested me greatly, is that these particular battery chargers, the one from Fujifilms, have a temperature sensor in which it will not overcharge your battery or overheat your battery when it's charging, whereas these cheap ones from Amazon, they do not do that. But they do suggest a third-party battery charger that does have a temperature sensor that can mimic what the official Fujifilm one does, and that's something that greatly interests me because I've never really thought about it that way until I read the article. So I am going to swap out my USB charger to something that actually has a temperature sensor on it, and I'll report back on what I think. One thing that I do want to say very quickly is that these Fujifilm battery chargers, while they're very good, they're very heavy and they charge very fast, they're also very archaic, they're very expensive, and they're kind of out of date, and I don't really use them all that much because they're just inconvenient. One thing that I really wish, and this is across all camera manufacturers, is that I really want them to redesign it to where it's a 2-slot charger. It's not really all that difficult. All of the great battery chargers that I use and everybody that I know that uses them, they want chargers that can charge multiple batteries, because all of our camera systems, we always want to have a backup battery, and you know what I'm talking about. Our Fujifilm cameras, they suck through a lot of batteries very quickly. So I really wish Fujifilm would redesign this to be more convenient like some of the other chargers, in which it doesn't need to slot in like that. Just give us a charger that can actually charge multiple batteries. That would make this battery brick significantly more useful, and it's something that I would be willing to travel with. But when it only charges one battery, I'm never going to take this with me on a trip, because for the size and weight, I can get something that's going to be better and can charge multiple batteries. Alright, the last item that I do want to talk about is actually a contest, and the only reason why I bring up this contest is because it's Fujifilm related and it's very easy to enter the contest. Otherwise, I would not even bring it up in the news article, because I don't want to send you guys anywhere to where I think it's something flaky, but it's super simple to actually sign up for this. Now, for anybody who's new at this contest stuff, one thing that I would highly recommend is to start an email account just for this type of stuff. That way you don't get spammed. That's specifically for sweepstakes and prizes and, you know, newsletters and stuff like that. But anyways, it's super simple to sign up. All you have to do is go to their Instagram accounts. You don't even need to sign up if you don't want to. But the big prize is a trip to Iceland and also an X-T3. So that's something that could be pretty neat. Definitely read up on it. The link is going to be below. But as I said, it's super simple to sign up and the prizes look pretty good. So you might be interested in something like that. That is all the news for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.